this is a live login right now. There's a video of Caleb, WellCaddie.com. This is a fabulous video that explains what we do. But I hit login, and let's see if it remembers it usually always tells me I don't have the right password.
Can you try the demo?
Yeah. No. Let me do this because it's got demo on it. And so
okay,
that took, even forgetting my password, that took less than a minute. And so now here is a range of wells that I have, that I operate, and in less than an hour, like here's a ABB total flow on a lease that I'm measuring gas flow. It's about 80 MCF a day, but the rest of the story is it's attached to about 100 barrel a day oil flow. And so I can tell how my well is flowing and loading based upon my gas flow. But I can go over here to my demo website. I've got a Lufkin pump off controller. Let me see which well comes up. All right, so here's our Darlin number 3 injection well. And so quick look, I can roll through there. Life looks good. I'm putting in about 100 barrels a day and about 620 PSI wellhead pressure. Now, what's important about that is I have a 700-pound limit right now. We've applied to commission for 900. So I can set my alarms that as I start to see a well reaching a peak injection pressure, I don't have to wait for somebody to tell me. I can look at it every day. Then if I want to go in and do a deep dive on the well, I go to that particular wellbore dashboard. And now the way the information is presented for people that are non-technical, this is all most people look at. This is what I put in yesterday, almost 97 barrels a day. This is what I'm putting in right now as a running average. This is my pump duty cycle. That's how much it ran and what my pump capacity. And I last updated a minute ago. If you don't like that presentation, your latest reading is over here in a tabular form. And so you can look at the information that way. And then here's my dashboard. I've got a location. If I need to find the well, I've got a Google map. And then if I want to go, here's a really important feature. See, that's reading 0. That's my annulus pressure. Why is that important? Because if I start developing a pressure on my annulus, I've got a packer leak or a tubing leak, and I'm headed for a major problem. Fix it today, not 3 years from now when the Corporation Commission's doing an MIT test. Here my wellhead. Now, I'm not sure what happened here. So that happened this morning. I've got to call and ask my pumper, maybe he just shut the well in, purged out a filter. I don't really know, but I'll call and ask him. But see, I'm back to normal. Then if I want to really do a deep dive, I can go in and I can alter. Here's my wellhead pressure. And if I wanted to come in and get a month's worth, and so for right now, your data is archived. And so how would you view that pressure cycle versus what you read on a pumper report? And so something happened in here. I need to go dig through that. And then now I'm kind of back to normal. We've got alarms that we can set, and everybody can set their alarms individually. I have a pretty wide range on my alarm setting because I don't want to be notified every time there's a problem. But if my injection pressure falls to 100 or goes to 700, I'm going to get an alarm. If my injection rate falls below 50, or goes higher than 100, I'm going to get an alarm. And so I let my field people do what they do, but and I trust them, but I'm a subscriber to Ronald Reagan, trust but verify. And so if I went back to my dashboard, I've got my entire oil company. See all these wells and leases to the left? I've got everything that I own digitized, and it's not that expensive. And so what changes? Here's the biggest change. Your biggest cost as an operator, your biggest cost is your manpower. That's why there've been so many layoffs, because the only way to have meaningful cost changes is to eliminate salaries. Okay. And so if your biggest cost is labor, then that's your biggest investment. So instead of laying people off, have them do more and have them make you money. And I get to set what my people do. I get up in the morning. It takes me about an hour to go through. By 8 o'clock, I can look at just about every well I have. Most of the time, everything's fine. But I'll find 3 or 4, and then at 8 o'clock, I start sending out text messages. What's going on here? Go look at this. Call me back. And now, instead of the dynamic where the first time I find out there's a problem is either a joint interest billing, a big expense, which has got about a 60-day lag, or low revenue, which is about a 90-day lag, I find out that morning. And our production, one of the ways we've been able to make it through the really difficult times is controlling our costs by knowing what we're doing. So